Megastar Magazine TV.
This is Megastar Magazine TV. I am Fifa Umaju in the news.
The federal government has announced that Thursday, March 19th and Friday, March 20th, 2026 will be public holidays to celebrate Eid-al-Fitr, marking the end of the Islamic month of Ramadan. The announcement was made by the Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, through a statement issued by the ministry's permanent secretary, Dr. Magdalene Ajani. The government extended warm wishes to Muslim communities across the country for completing the holy month of fasting. The federal government encouraged Muslims to continue practicing the values of love, generosity, peace, tolerance, and sacrifice that are central to Ramadan. Nigeria's inflation rate declined marginally to 15.06% in February, according to the latest report released by the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS). The report noted that the February figure represents a 0.04 percentage point decrease compared with the 15.10% recorded in January 2026. This shows that the inflation rate on a year-on-year basis decreased in February 2026 compared with the same month in the preceding year, February 2025, the report stated. President Bola Tinubu has charged the new Minister of State for Finance, Taiwo Oyedele, to strengthen the nation's economy as well as consolidate economic stability while pursuing accelerated growth. In an address delivered shortly after administering the oath of office on the new appointee at the State House, Abuja, the president explained that it didn't take much for me to decide where you fit and where you need to be to further help the country. Speaking with the newsman after being sworn in, Oyedele declared that his immediate priority would be to strengthen revenue generation, improve spending efficiency, and ensure fiscal sustainability in order to support Nigeria's economic stability and growth. President Tinubu has directed Nigerian security chiefs to relocate to Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, to take charge of the security situation following recent terrorist attacks in the area. The president condemned the attacks in Maiduguri in a statement on Tuesday, calling them profoundly upsetting and desperate acts of the evil-minded terrorist groups. Tinubu also vowed that his administration would intensify efforts to confront criminal groups operating across the country. He expressed condolences to families of those who lost their lives, sympathized with the injured, and assured residents of the state of the federal government's support during the difficult period. The Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) has expressed concern over reports of an incident involving a federal high court judge in Abuja and a defense lawyer, insisting that no judge has the power under Nigerian law to order a legal practitioner to kneel in court. NBA President Afam Osigwe said the association was disturbed by reports that Justice Mohammed Umar allegedly directed a lawyer, Marshal Abubakar, to kneel in the courtroom during proceedings. The incident reportedly occurred on Monday at the Federal High Court Abuja when Abubakar appeared as lead defense counsel for Omoyele Sowore. Several passengers sustained injuries on Monday after an Abuja-Kaduna train was involved in an accident along the track. The incident occurred near Asham along the busy rail line connecting Abuja and Kaduna, triggering panic among passengers on board the train. The managing director of the Nigerian Railway Corporation (NRC), Kayode Opefa, confirmed the development, stating that emergency response teams were immediately deployed to the scene after the accident was reported. European leaders have rejected demands by the US President Donald Trump for help to clear the Strait of Hormuz as foreign ministers from the European Union gathered in Brussels to discuss skyrocketing oil prices from the US-Israeli war on Iran. The pushback came after Trump called on the UK, China, France, Japan, South Korea, and other NATO countries to send ships to secure the Strait of Hormuz, saying it would be very bad for the future of NATO if allies don't help secure the strait. The EU foreign ministers at the meeting demanded to know more about Trump's plan for the war on Iran and when the conflict might end, even as they weighed his request for help. China said on Tuesday It will provide humanitarian assistance to Middle Eastern countries, including Iran and Lebanon, targeted in US and Israeli strikes in the conflict now in its third week. Beijing is a close partner of Iran and has urged the United States and Israel to cease their attacks on the country, while also criticizing Tehran's strikes against Gulf states housing US military bases. China's Foreign Ministry spokesman Lin Jian said the war had caused grave humanitarian catastrophes in Iran and other Middle Eastern nations. FIFA has sanctioned the national football teams of Nigeria and DR Congo following disciplinary incidents during their 2026 World Cup Continental Playoff in November last year. According to the disciplinary overviews released by FIFA's judicial body, both the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) and the DR Congo Football Association (FECOFA) were found guilty of separate breaches during the match. Nigeria were fined for failing to ensure proper order and security, particularly following the throwing of objects by spectators during the game, while Congo fined for supporters found to have used laser pointers or similar electronic devices, which constitutes a breach of Article 17.2d. Iran's Football Federation is negotiating with FIFA to relocate the country's first-round matches at the World Cup to Mexico from the United States. Citing the conflict in the Middle East, Iran's participation at its summer's finals in the United States, Canada and Mexico has been thrown into doubt since the war began late last month. Iran are scheduled to face New Zealand and Belgium in Los Angeles, followed by Egypt in Seattle.
That has been the news. Follow us on our social media platforms showing on your screen.
This is Megastar Magazine TV.